Christian May, a 50-year-old businessman from New York, led a hectic life. His busy schedule had distanced him from his 12-year-old son, Charlie, ever since the tragic loss of his wife. Christian struggled to balance work and home responsibilities for the past 4 years as a single father. However, when an opportunity for a well-deserved vacation with Charlie arose, Christian seized it. They packed their bags and embarked on a journey to Tiger Beach in the Bahamas. Tiger Beach, known for its crystal-clear turquoise waters and vibrant marine life, was a paradise for natural enthusiasts. The beach boasted a picturesque coastline lined with swaying palm trees, while colorful coral reefs and an array of marine animals thrived beneath the surface. Plus, there are so many activities that any visitor could participate in and enjoy. Finally, amidst the tranquil beauty of Tiger Beach, Christian and Charlie found the long-awaited opportunity to reconnect. The absence of work and the quality of time spent together bridged the emotional gap that had formed since Diana, Christian's wife, tragically passed away in a car accident. One day, the father and son decided to embark on a glass-bottom boat cruise to experience the wonders of the ocean. The boat slowly halted in the vast expanse, allowing the passengers to marvel at the marine creatures passing beneath them. Engrossed in his passion for marine life, Christian lost track of Charlie. Little did Christian know that Charlie had ventured onto the ship's deck, curiously drawn to the spectacle of the boundless sea. Unaware of the danger lurking nearby, Charlie stood precariously close to the ship's railings, his attention fully captured by the captivating sight before him. In a heart-stopping twist of fate, the tranquil scene shattered as a great white shark emerged from the depths, surging upwards with breathtaking force. In a lightning-fast motion, it seized Charlie, snatching him away from the safety of the boat in a horrifying instant. A piercing scream erupted from one of the passengers as they witnessed the tragic incident unfold. The lady's cries echoed throughout the deck, alarming Christian. Dread washed over him as he realized the severity of the situation. In a state of panic, Christian called out for Charlie, his desperate cries falling upon silent ears. Overcome by an overwhelming surge of fear, Charlie sensed the ominous presence of the shark drawing nearer. The predator moved with a dark elegance, gracefully encircling him, its fins slicing through the water's shimmering surface. The sight sent shivers down Charlie's spine, intensifying his already heightened state of terror. Out of nowhere, with alarming swiftness, the shark catapulted toward the vulnerable boy, its jagged teeth piercing his delicate leg mercilessly. Charlie's pain erupted in a heart-wrenching wail that reverberated through the air, a desperate plea echoing for assistance. As the predator's assault intensified, crimson streams flowed from Charlie's wounds, transforming the once clear water into a disconcerting swirl of dark red. A wave of fierce love and protective instinct surged through Christian as he mustered every ounce of courage to dive into the water and save his son. With a powerful splash, his entry disrupted the surface, capturing the attention of the menacing shark. The predator's focus shifted from Charlie to Christian as it swiftly closed the distance between them. In a chilling moment that seemed to freeze time, the shark's monstrous jaws ruthlessly seized Christian's left hand, causing an indescribable torment to course through his body. The excruciating pain was beyond what he could have ever imagined. The relentless assault tore through his tender flesh and delicate skin, laying bare the raw ivory-white bone beneath. Every agonizing second etched itself into Christian's consciousness, testing his resilience as he valiantly fought the searing torment. Overwhelmed by survival instincts, Christian's determination eclipsed the searing agony coursing through his body. He fought back with a ferocity born out of desperation, delivering fierce blows to the shark's vulnerable points. His fists met the creature's snout, gills, and sensitive eyes, targeting its most delicate areas. The frenzied predator, momentarily taken aback by the unexpected resistance, recoiled in pain, releasing its vice-like grip on Christian's mangled arm. Seizing the precious respite, Christian clutched Charlie tightly with his uninjured arm and propelled them both towards the sanctuary of the boat, their relentless kicks cutting through the water's resistance. Reacting with urgency, the crew promptly pulled Christian and Charlie back onto the boat's safety, their faces etched with deep concern. As they assessed the injuries, their expressions mirrored the horror of the encounter. Charlie's leg bore the harrowing evidence of deep twisted bite marks, a painful reminder of the shark's vicious assault. Meanwhile, Christian's arm bled profusely, the wounds revealing bone in multiple exposed areas, painting a grim picture of the intensity of the attack. The ship raced towards the shore, alerting the local hospital to prepare for their arrival. Upon reaching the hospital, Charlie underwent a month-long recovery, left only with wounds and scars as a stark reminder of the harrowing event. Christian, however, faced the agonizing reality of losing his arm, which had been amputated to save his life. Though losing his limb weighed heavily on Christian's heart, he harbored no regrets. The sacrifice he had made served as a testament to the immeasurable love he held for his son. For Christian, their survival and the renewed bond between father and son outweighed any personal physical hardships. Ray Boundy, a 27-year-old venture-prawn trawler boat captain, lived in Townsville, Australia. Together with his crew, Dennis Murphy, a 23-year-old deckhand, and Linda Horton, his girlfriend, and the crew's cook, they embarked on a fishing trip, planning to spend a few weeks in the waters between Townsville and the Great Barrier Reef. Their journey took a dark turn when they encountered a sudden storm with fierce winds and rough seas. Determined to brave the conditions, they fought against massive waves crashing into their boat, causing it to fill with water. Ray and Linda found themselves trapped in the wheelhouse, struggling to keep the boat afloat while Dennis battled the elements on the deck. Suddenly, Dennis noticed a colossal wave approaching, and without hesitation, he jumped off the boat just moments before it capsized. Trapped within the wheelhouse's confines, Ray and Linda clung to a small pocket of air, gathering their strength and courage. They devised an escape plan, mustering all of their bravery to dive down and swim through the wheelhouse entrance. Upon resurfacing, relief washed over them as they spotted Dennis not far away. The three gathered together in the water, their eyes scanning their surroundings. It quickly became clear that they were far from land, left to tread water in the vastness of the open sea near their capsized boat. Armed with his knowledge of the area, Ray informed Linda and Dennis about their approximate distance from Townsville and the nearest group of islands. It was a grim realization that swimming to the Great Barrier Reef offered their best chance of survival. They salvaged items from the shipwreck with resourcefulness and determination, assembling a makeshift life raft. Setting out into the coral sea waters, they paddled towards the distant reef, their bodies tested by dehydration, sunburn, and the constant fear of shark encounters. As night descended, casting shadows across the water, a sudden sense of foreboding enveloped the trio. They glanced toward the horizon and beheld a chilling sight, a massive fin breaking the water's surface, a telltale sign of a shark's presence. Ray tried to ease their fears, assuring them that shark attacks were rare and that the shark was likely driven by curiosity rather than aggression. Yet their apprehension grew with every stroke as they continued paddling. Suddenly, Ray's heart skipped a beat as he felt the enormous shark glide beneath him. Reacting swiftly, he turned and delivered a powerful kick, striking the shark as it bit into his knee. The shark retreated momentarily, but the trio knew its hunger and instinct would likely bring it back, drawn by the scent of blood in the water. Fear weighed heavily on their minds as they pressed forward, the constant threat of another shark encounter lurking in the depths below. In an instant, their worst fears materialized. A large dorsal fin re-emerged from the water, and a tiger shark attacked Dennis. Despite his valiant kicks, Dennis struggled against the predator's strength. Ray and Linda helplessly watched as Dennis was pulled underwater, his desperate fight for survival extinguishing. Dennis had made the ultimate sacrifice, selflessly drawing the shark away from Ray and Linda. Their grief-stricken hearts carried them forward, propelling them toward the reef, fueled by the memory of their fallen comrade's bravery. Yet, the danger persisted. Another large fin broke the surface, and the shark began to circle them. an ominous presence threatening to consume them all. The tension was palpable as they pressed on, their strength waning and hope diminishing. Tragedy struck once more as the shark seized Linda, its teeth sinking into her chest and arms. Her anguished screams filled the air, piercing Ray's soul. Helplessness washed over him, a cruel reminder of his inability to save his beloved. The shark shook its head violently, ragdolling Linda through the water, further fueling Ray's desperation. Driven by self-preservation and the painful reality of his powerlessness, Ray swam with every ounce of strength he had left. The shark pursued relentlessly, inching closer with every passing moment. Then, as if guided by divine intervention, a colossal wave surged toward Ray, offering a glimmer of hope. Seizing the opportunity, Ray caught the wave, riding its powerful current with the last remnants of his energy. It propelled him towards the reef's safety, providing the momentum he needed to escape the clutches of the pursuing predator. Exhausted and traumatized, Ray reached the reef's embrace. A mix of relief and sorrow enveloped him as he considered the sacrifices and haunting memories in his mind. Rescue arrived in the form of a helicopter from the Australian Air Force, spotting Ray on the reef on a Tuesday morning. Though physically saved, Ray understood that the scars left by the psychological trauma would remain with him always, a constant reminder of the brutal shark attack that had forever changed his life. Omar and Chris were close friends who reveled in the exhilaration of diving. They eagerly planned a day filled with excitement and adventure along the coast of Santa Cruz, California. Seasoned divers knew the allure and dangers that awaited them in the vast ocean. Their destination was the magnificent Pigeon Point Lighthouse, perched atop a towering cliff overlooking the central California coast. Not only was this lighthouse a guiding beacon for sailors, but it also served as a symbol of hope for weary travelers. The waters surrounding the lighthouse were part of the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary, a protected haven teeming with a vibrant array of marine life. Within the sanctuary's depths dwelled a myriad of fascinating creatures, ranging from vibrant tropical fish to majestic sea mammals like seals, sea otters, and dolphins. However, the hunting ground of the great white shark, an apex predator, also ruled these waters with unyielding dominance. The cool temperatures and abundant presence of marine mammals made it an ideal habitat for these fearsome creatures. On that fateful morning in September 1984, Omar and Chris suited up in sleek black wetsuits, preparing to explore the mysteries beneath the waves near Pigeon Point. Despite the overcast skies and diminished visibility, their excitement was undeterred. They had braved these depths before, confident in their abilities to navigate the underwater realm. As they descended into the murky depths, weaving through rocky crevices and swaying strands of seagrass, they remained blissfully unaware of the lurking danger beneath them. Concealed from their view, a great white shark patiently bided its time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Suddenly, without any warning, the serenity of the water was shattered. The great white shark, a formidable predator of unparalleled ferocity, lunged at Omar with relentless force. Its jaws, filled with rows of razor-sharp teeth, clamped down on his body, propelling him violently into the air. Chris stood rooted to the spot, his heart pounding in his chest, as he helplessly observed the horrifying scene unfolding before his eyes. Omar, rendered defenseless, was torn away from the safety of the surface, disappearing beneath the churning waves. The water around them transformed into a swirling red cauldron, mirroring the savage brutality of the predator lurking beneath. A potent blend of fear and determination surged through Chris's veins as he summoned his courage and dove back into the treacherous depths where his friend had vanished. The water enveloped him, turning everything into a murky abyss that obscured his vision and distorted the once familiar underwater landscape. Every stroke became a desperate battle against the resistance of the current, while his lungs cried out for precious air. Amidst the chaos, his mind grappled with a turbulent mix of panic and unwavering resolve. As Chris descended into the depths of the inky blackness, a true horror of Omar's injuries was unveiled. The shark's savage assault had left a trail of devastation etched onto Omar's body. His hands, fingers, wrists, posterior thighs, and buttocks were marred by gruesome lacerations and torn flesh, testaments to the unrelenting power of the predator's jaws. Deep, ragged wounds gaped wide, unleashing a torrent of crimson that merged with the surrounding seawater. Undeterred by the grisly sight, Chris reached out with trembling hands, seizing hold of Omar's battered form. He battled against the relentless currents, his muscles straining under the weight of his gravely injured friend as he fought to bring him back to the boat's safety. Omar lay motionless, drenched in a macabre tapestry of blood and torn flesh, his life ebbing away with every passing moment. The severity of Omar's wounds was tragically evident. The unyielding assault of the shark had inflicted irreparable damage, resulting in exsanguination, the draining of his life force through multiple savage bites. The once vibrant hues of the ocean were now juxtaposed with the stark contrast of Omar's fading vitality, a haunting reminder of the savage and primal nature of the shark's attack. News of Omar's untimely demise spread like wildfire, sending shockwaves throughout the community. The Coast Guard and local authorities swiftly issued warnings, cautioning swimmers, surfers, and divers to steer clear of the treacherous waters near Pigeon Point. Marine biologists and shark experts embarked on exhaustive investigations, striving to understand the sudden surge in shark activity that had caused such a tragic loss. It was soon revealed that Omar's encounter was not an isolated incident. Within a mere 15-day span, 4 shark attacks had terrorized the Pacific coast of the United States. The local community and beyond were forever changed by these horrific events, now acutely aware of the lurking danger beneath the ocean's serene facade.